Hello, people. The beautiful dulcet tones you heard at the beginning were courtesy of Dennis Schock and his beautiful playing on this heritage thingy. With this little thingy, Dennis brought his tiny little thing. You knew that was coming, right?
My tiny little thing?
Yeah, I know. I mean that I would be referring to it as your tiny... It's actually Dave's tiny little thing. I think Dennis's thing is considerably larger. He's got it at home. Dave's new thing is tiny. It is a mini bee. We need more bees because of the pollen. And now what? It's a small amp. You've seen it. You've heard about it, and you bitched about it. It's just a BE pedal in a Class D power amp, and me. Yeah, but it looks fucking awesome.
It's the cutest little thing I saw in a long time, really.
I mean, yes, it is the BE pedal in an amp chassis with a Class D power amp.
It's a BE based on the BE pedal, tweaked to the power amp with some extra features the actual pedal doesn't have. So.
And there are Class D power amps, and then there are Class D power amps. And when Dave and the whole team at Boutique go and pick a power amp, they take their sweet ass time, because I know when this thing was planned, and I saw previews of it, like, I don't know, 14 years ago or something like that. And it took quite a while to find the right power amp that they were happy with. So they didn't just throw any kind of shit in there, because it's got this little Friedman logo. And when the Friedman logo is on there, it means it's le good, as they say somewhere in Europe. So we have a mid-dial thing, which the pedal doesn't have.
Correct.
And if you don't trust us, we can go on the floor and we can look at the pedal. See, no mids. Then there's treble and the Biden knob. What?
The president.
The president's knob.
Yeah.
Now
look, I actually look at videos.
Now the knob's actually good. You know, last year pretty shitty knob. Yeah. Now the Biden knob is beautiful.
More president.
we need dial that shit up. Okay, there's a cut switch, which actually, when you go down, will increase the gain. However, this thing has so much gain, careful, pushing it down. When you're anywhere in this area, there's already so much gain that the differences are not very pronounced.
You can always dial back the guitar volume, that's one thing, and with actual playing dynamics. So if I just touch let's have it halfway, and then...
That's on the lowest gain setting. Now, this is not a clean amp. This is not going to be your pedal platform for your drive pedals amp. This is the BE pedal, the BE channel from the BE 100 idea, which means it's a very saturated, I would say modern Marshall kind of an idea. I can say Marshall, he cannot. There's so much stuff he can't say that I can say. It's funny. You have the gain and you have the tight, which in the middle is the most bass.
Most bass, correct. And then down you cut the bass.
And up you cut it more.
Yes.
It makes total sense, these switches that go up and down and have no labels on it. Use your ears, they say. But I like to know what a switch does, Mr. Friedman, before I touch it. Okay? You don't just go fiddle knobs and switches everywhere without knowing what happens. You know, usually you get slapped. Use your ears, he says. Probably. I don't know what he says. I don't know the man. So I would like to have maybe a little plus and a plus plus, or minus and minus minus.
Yeah,
something like that.
You could go ahead and print the whole manual on the amplifier just for you.
Yeah, please, next time. Or actually, you guys have the capability in-house to actually do custom plates. Well, now they might not have them because shit happened in a day, and we were all very worried that we wouldn't see anything from those guys in a long time. But you're getting there.
We're getting there.
You got.
Could have been way worse.
Yeah, it could have been. I mean, I've seen the news footage. Dennis sent it to me and was like, "Holy flying hell's bells, ridiculous!" And first of all, everyone's safe.
Yeah, it was actually on Memorial Day, so nobody was there.
Very lucky, and Boutique will be back very soon in flying colors. They just have to dust some things off, and then everything's fine. So in case you wanted to know.
A little bit more.
Oh yeah, but I mean, the machines are a little bit smoky, which, could be a new thing, smoky panels. But this is, luckily we have to say, not made in the main factory. It's coming from somewhere in Asia. I don't know. He knows. He's not going to tell me. And what I really find interesting, it feels 100% like a boutique product. I can tell the boutique products from the Tolexing, the piping. When you take a Tone King or Friedman amp out of the box, it immediately says, oh, this is like how it's glued. Those Tolexing people at boutique are ridiculous. They are masters at their craft. And you can immediately tell. And somehow, even though that's not from your main factory, it feels exactly like a boutique product.
Yeah, it is not a cheap product, although it's a price tag that's normally not on a Friedman. It really had to come with the same kind of feel.
It does. So how much is that in Europe?
Europe is $349.
Okay.
$329 US.
And now you're going to say $349 for a little toy, to which all I can say is yes. Because, I mean, really, I know. Okay, we're going to tell you in this video, yeah, this is for, you can practice, practice room. It's a practice amp, and you can even gig with it because it's got 30 watts.
Loud 30 watts. Yeah.
But here's the thing, 30 watts doesn't necessarily mean 30 watts, and let's go into that in a second. But realistically, you want it. It's a toy, it's cool, you want that on your desk, and that's the main reason why you buy it. So all the arguments we're going to give you why this is reasonable, fuck that. You want it because it's cool, period.
And it's tiny and it's cute and all that, but really it's fun to play. And I guess that's one of the main reasons I would buy it.
It does. I mean, is it going to sound like a big-ass tube amp? No, that's a video we're shooting, and you will hear that it has that voicing, but of course it will not sound like a 3,000 euro tube amp. I mean, we're not going to bullshit you. I was amazed. We did a little shootout on the weekend where we took the BEOD into the Seymour Duncan Power Stage 170, and I was convinced that the 170 would be ridiculously louder. I mean, realistically, this is 30, 170, so it's 140 louder. I mean, math, right? But that's 170 at 4 ohm, which, who's got a 4 ohm cap? This is 30 at 16.
At 16, we say 16 to 8 ohm is recommended. I guess that you could go down to 4, but recommended and most common is 8 to 16.
To get a similar volume out of my speaker that I've got in front of me, which is an LD Systems ICOA PA speaker, it's going through the Captor X, by the way. And that's how we're listening to it. But to get the similar volume on the power stage, I had to go to 3 o'clock. So don't say, 30 watt against blah, blah. No. You have to know 30 watt at what. Get it? 30. Okay, let's play it, and then we're done, and we shoot another video where we actually compare it to the BE channel in the small box, which is over there, which is a very nice amp, and that's a big ass amp, and we're gonna do that. But first, let's get some sounds. We're gonna go. How clean can it go? It can't. So right now we got, I don't know where I got this. It's a Wampler pedal thing, which I'm not supposed to have. That's in the effects loop, and it has an effects loop. Look at the effects loop. Leslie's probably on Facebook. Effect loop. And actually, I have to say this ethereal pedal is powered by the Engel little power thing with USB. That's what it's called, the Engel's little power thing. And Boss solderless cables. It's almost as if I try to sell you these things. I don't know. It's almost as if there's an ad. I don't know. It kind of maybe is. That's a pretty beautiful sound. Not clean, but very nice.
Friedman may not be famous for his clean sound. you know.
Ask Sammy Bowley, he thinks differently. Okay, I crank this up. Turn yourself around a little bit. People want to see you play. There you go. There's a lot of gain already at that setting. However, it gets a little bit fizzly in the top end. If you want the rock and roll sound, I think that's already too much. I'm thinking this is where we're at, and let's try the other settings, but I'm thinking you don't need that.
Just saying, like, yes, with any distortion, you also add compression, which gives you a little more bass, and of course, because of the distortion, more high frequencies. But maybe we actually should print the user manual on there, because then you would know you can actually adjust.
Oh, you can turn the knobs.
Yes.
Okay. I give you $5 if I can get one that actually says Biden on it. Work on that. I think that would be funny as hell.
Hi, this is Manuel from OhGuitar. If you want to sell your equipment, you're exactly at the right place. OhGuitar is super easy to use, and you can create ads in just a few seconds. Advertise and sell your guitars completely free of charge. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can find more information in the video description.
Well, let's go and use the cut thing. Go play. Yeah, at the lower gain setting, you definitely hear more. Let's keep it in the middle. We'll play around with the EQ and the tight, and then this video's done. Hunch that tight switch comes into play when you're working with the big 412 in the room. You're really pumping air with the
IR. You know, it's kind of the recorded sound. So with a natural physical cap, you will hear a lot more difference.
Okay, so you can definitely tame it in the low end if you want more responsiveness. You can put effects in the loop. Doesn't have to be the ethereal. Can be any other Wampler pedal, but really only Wampler pedal, of course. So the big question is, who is this for?
Everybody.
Ignore the guy from the distribution. Is this for someone who has a BEOD pedal?
Yes.
Well, it is if if he's a lawyer or dentist or broker and wants the look of a BE amp on their desk for lunch break. Lunchy onesies. Yeah, maybe. So if money's no object and you're just a big fan, or you have a real BE and you're like, this is so cute. I got this in my pocket. Bam, order. Of course, get it. It's a freaking little toy and it's cool and you want it. However...
And if you're not, then still, like, you want to have it, and, you know.
So if you already have a BEOD pedal, is this going to give you something that you don't have?
Yes.
No, it isn't.
Yes.
No.
It is.
It's going to give you a little cool thing that looks cool. But is it going to give you
power amp, you know, and all that other features?
But would it make more? It's more.
And of course, if you want to just have something to throw at Henning, I definitely recommend
But would it make sense to have the BE pedal and then just get a €100, I don't know, Harley Benton power amp to get the similar results. If the sound is what you crave, then, well, we're going to find out, because in a video we're going to try that and see if it's, similar. That's coming up on the channel. But that's not going to look as cool. You want that in your living room, a little pedal and a power amp, and no, you want this in your living room. However, what cab are you going to have this on? Do you have a little 110 cab? No, you don't. No, you don't.
Maybe not yet.
Maybe not yet. Okay, fine. I can't really argue that you need this for the gig. You could have this in the practice room where you have your big, real cool Friedman at home and literally just go to that practice. It's not going to be 100% the tube sound.
Backup, though.
It could be backup. Look, I can't argue it. It's just damn cool. Period. It looks ridiculously cool, and I want it.
Finally, something we agree on.
It looks cool, and I want it. If you want it, go get it. Links below. I can't say, oh, it's just going to change your world, and you're going to take you to the gig.
It does.
Links below. Thanks, Dennis. Next video is going to be this thing against the real thing. Animals at the end.
I can't believe it's true what you've done and what I do for my revenge to get back at you. But the beast in me would follow through. I can't, you killed me. Believe it's true. It's all over. What you've done now and what I do. We should have talked for my revenge to get back at you. But it's all over. But the beast in me now would follow through. Nothing to talk about. So what the fuck do you think you can cheat on me? It's not Jekyll in the heart and I made you bleed. I think that was you were coming and now I'm free.